Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today I'm going to do my regular plan with me for the month of November. I am really excited to share this layout with you. I am actually really surprised that I've been able to do these plan with me videos consistently for almost 6 months now. It's very, very rare for me to get in front of the camera, so this has been kind of a challenge for me to just get more comfortable, share more content with you guys, and hopefully give you some tools that you can use in your productivity and organization within your own personal life. So this month, 2 months until 2019, a lot has been going on, and so in the last plan with me, I'll show you that layout and spread now with everything kind of filled out. I actually really enjoyed the layout, that minimalist kind of bare bones layout. So I'm going to actually carry that over to the month of November just to keep things focused on my goals, finishing off 2018 strong and getting the seeds planted and ready for 2019. I have a lot planned for you guys and I'm so excited to kind of get things started.
Okay, so if you didn't know, I use two apps to do my plan with me's. The first one is Procreate, which is the first app that I use. I always have my templates in Procreate, and what I'll do is just simply duplicate the blanks, the templates, and rename it for the month that I'm going to be working on. In this case, it's November. And then I'll just delete the templates that aren't applicable for that particular month. Usually that's my weekly spread. I have a few different weekly spreads that I've created over the past few months. And so I just use the one that I am planning on using for the current month. So, a little hack for Procreate users, if you want to create a circle, if you use the airbrush tool, or I'm sorry, the hard airbrush brush, I think it's called, that'll create a large circle for you that you can either trace or you can kind of do what I did where I just kind of pressed on a dot and it'll make a perfect circle for you so you can kind of use that instead of trying to draw a perfect circle. The two different brushes that I used for this spread, aside from the airbrush tool, was the monoline brush and my favorite, the brush pen. Those are the two that I used this month, and I decided to go with the kind of a monochromatic look, going along with the lines of just being minimalist and simple and clean. I just decided to go with hues of gray and then a little accent of orange. I put the orange color in my palette, but I actually ended up not using it. Another tip that I wanted to mention is when you're creating these templates for yourself in Procreate, definitely utilize the layers tool. I feel like using layers allows you to kind of move things a lot more easily, and it also helps with adjusting things if you need to move them, if you need to delete or undo them, if you need to duplicate them, it's a lot easier. And as you can see, I just kind of play with what I like and then I kind of move things around depending on where I like it. Another thing that I'm really bad at, as you can see, is centering my type when I am hand lettering. So that also helps when you have separate layers. You can kind of use that lasso tool and then tap on that arrow tool, which will help you move things around so you can get it kind of where you're looking, where you want it. So this is the goals page. I kind of am trying something different. In my previous plan with me's, I put all of the lettering in Procreate and then I just import everything into GoodNotes. This month, all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting in the headers in Procreate and then the rest of the content down below in the boxes, I'm actually going to be using GoodNotes to fill those in. That's going to be a new thing for me. I'll let you guys know and definitely update you on how I like that. The only con that I can see would be if I need to erase something. I like that if it's already created in Procreate and I take it into GoodNotes, if I need to erase something that I wrote down, it won't erase. The template itself won't erase. So that might be something that'll bug me, but you never know. We'll see. So here I'm using the brush pen in a darker gray, and I'm just reiterating the bold type that's behind it, just in cursive to give it a little something extra. And that's it. Just clean, simple, like I said. Here comes my favorite page, the habit tracker. So if this is your first time watching one of my Plan With Me's, this is one of my favorite pages. I love just tracking my productivity and habits. And so I have different kinds of trackers on here, two circular ones in the top corners, and then I have a monthly tracker which has just one box, and then two weekly tracker boxes that has 4 boxes in it, a bi-weekly section, and then a daily section. I find that I don't use all the boxes, and that's okay with me. If you really feel like you don't like having empty boxes there, because sometimes it does get to me, you can actually erase those in Procreate, or you can erase it as well in GoodNotes by just painting over it in white. So that's an easy way to just kind of get rid of the boxes if you feel like you don't need that many. I know it's a little bit of extra work, but at least as your habits grow, hopefully as you're getting more productive, you'll have that space and those boxes to use in the future. So I think I found, this is my monthly template spread. I think I found what I'm going to be using this monthly spread for, and it's mostly going to be for meal planning, I think. So another, just kind of watch out for an update in my next Plan With Me. You can also follow me on social media. I'm going to be actually trying something new on my social media channel, and creating some weekly Plan With Me's on my Instagram. So check out those if you're interested. But I'm going to test out meal prepping or meal planning, sorry, in my monthly spread, because as I've said in previous Plan With Me's, I've never really used it. So I really want to utilize it just because it's already there, and it's one aspect of my life that I think would be really helpful. So moving on to the next template. This is a new template. It is actually for my plant tracker. If you guys have been reading my blog, you know that I am notorious for being a plant killer. I am not good at keeping plants alive, but I have actually been able to keep my plants alive for the past 6 months. I'm so proud of myself. So I have created a habit tracker in essence, but I personally use it to track when I watered my plants. There's a little notes section where I can write down notes about little observations that I've made or things that I just want to remember when it comes to plant upkeep and taking care of them. I have a good amount now. I'm starting to kind of grow my plant collection. I have a rosemary plant named Rosemario. I have 2 plants named Romeo and Juliet. And then I have a succulent named Pasquale. And then I have 2 plants out in my front porch. And I just I just transplanted another succulent that's going to go on our dining table. So the family is starting to grow. I'm really excited about it. All right, and then on to my weekly spread. So here you can see this is the same template and layout that I used in October, just transferring it over to November. The open 7 boxes worked really, really well for me, so I want to try it again this month. I put the calendar in the top left corner as well as the name of the month, just so I know where I'm at, because sometimes I don't even know what day it is. And I just highlight in GoodNotes which week of the month it is. And if you didn't know, I do live my life Monday through Sunday. Some people like to have their calendars Sunday to Saturday, but I am a Monday through Sunday person. So that's how I laid out my calendar in the top left corner. Oh, actually, I did end up using the orange, which is nice. Just a little pop of color for the weekdays up at the very top of that calendar. So I just put in the dates. I kind of like that it's imperfect. I think that just goes with the whole idea of having a bullet journal. These are, I like to call them bullet journal templates. I think it's a great just starting point if you've never had a bullet journal before. It kind of gives you a little bit of guidance. You can see what you like and what you don't like, and it'll help you kind of get creative with your layouts and figure out what works for you. So what I did here is I am just erasing the top corners, or I'm sorry, the top lines on all 7 of these boxes so that I can put the days of the week. Once again, starting with Monday, going all the way to Sunday. And that is kind of my header for the week. And all I do is I duplicate these once I put them into GoodNotes. So I actually only need one this particular time around, because I'm actually not even going to be putting the dates on these boxes. I just put Monday all the way to Sunday, and then I'm writing each day of the week out in cursive in a darker gray to kind of connect the empty lines together, and to also just create a little bit more pizzazz, because as much as I like the simplicity, I do like a little extra just to give it more character and a little more of my own personality. And I really feel like handwriting says a lot. So there you have it. Now all we're going to do is we're going to, as usual, select it, export it as a PDF of the highest quality, take it into GoodNotes. Oops. Oh well. As you'll see, you put it in your bullet journal and then you can rename it. I'm going to rename it November. And let me make this a little bigger. There we go. And here's the spread. So the cover page is here. And here is the November goals, our habit tracker, our monthly spread, the plant tracker, and week number 1.
I hope that you enjoyed this spread. If you did, you can go ahead and head to my Etsy shop where you can download this actual spread and other spreads in the past. You can also download these blank templates. So if you'd like to create something for yourself, you can go ahead and do that. If you'd like to see more content about productivity, planning, business, and entrepreneur life, you could head to my website, justkissa.com, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter at justkissa. If you decide to create any of these templates, please do share it with me. It's so inspiring to see what you guys create. You can tag me on social media on Instagram and Twitter. Till the next video, I wish you success and blessings from one entrepreneur to another. Bye.